The film opens in the Scottish Highlands. A boy named Jimmy, Rocco Haynes, is watching Teletubbies with his sisters until their mother arrives in a panic. She tries to lock the kids in the room for their safety, but people infected by the rage virus break through and start attacking. Jimmy escapes, but his sisters aren't so lucky. He runs out of the house to a nearby church where his father, a priest, Sandy Batchelor, is preparing for the infected to come for him. Jimmy's father gives him a crucifix necklace to carry before the boy hides. The horde of infected burst through, infecting the priest as he wanted. Text states that the rage virus laid waste to the UK. It was driven back from continental Europe, and the British mainland was quarantined to contain the virus. Any survivors would have to fend for themselves. 28 years later, a community of survivors has formed a village in Lindisfarne. A man named Jamie, Aaron Tyler Johnson, is preparing his son Spike, Alfie Williams, to go outside the gates of the community to kill his first infected with his bow and arrows as part of a coming-of-age ritual. Spike's mother, Isla, Jodie Comer, is ill and spends her days in bed. The other villagers cheer Spike on as he heads out with Jamie. They go into the forest where they first come across several obese infected. The two manage to kill them with their arrows, with Jamie's first kill hitting one of them in the neck. They proceed forward and end up in a house where an infected is tied upside down. It continues to struggle, and Spike has trouble finding the right opportunity to kill it until it breaks itself free and gets an arrow in the head. Jamie and Spike move closer up to the mainland. Spike sees a fire nearby, but Jamie tells him not to pay any mind to that area. They come across a pack of infected, which are led by the stronger and smarter Alpha. The infected chase the two, but after managing to kill most of them, they hide out in a house until it gets dark. When the time is right, Jamie and Spike start running back to the village, even though the high tide makes the path back harder to get through. The Alpha chases them, but Jamie manages to alert the gatekeepers, and they send a large, flaming arrow into the Alpha's chest before letting Jamie and Spike in. The others celebrate their return. A party is thrown in Spike's honor. He asks one of the elders, Sam, Christopher Fulford, about the area in the mainland with the fire. Sam tells Spike about Dr. Ian Kelson, Ralph Fiennes, a supposed madman who laid out hundreds of bodies in a line when Sam had once gone to that area with another survivor. During the festivities, Spike witnesses Jamie going off with another woman and engaging in an affair, shattering his trust in his father. The next morning, Spike asks Jamie if he knew about Dr. Kelson. Jamie appears quiet and doesn't answer, even as Spike asks if he didn't want to help Isla get better. They get into an argument, leading to Jamie slapping Spike. He quickly regrets his decision, but Spike holds a knife at his father and orders him to stay away from him and Isla. Spike later takes Isla and leaves Lindisfarne to go to the mainland and find Kelson. Isla goes in and out of lucidity, as she often calls Spike Dad. Meanwhile, a troop of NATO soldiers arrives on the mainland. They are chased by infected, with some of them falling victim to rage as well. 3 soldiers survive and go through a tunnel where they are confronted by a new Alpha, Chai Lewis Parry, that tears one's head off with the spine still attached. As Spike and Isla keep moving, they are chased by another horde of infected. They hide in a gas station that is filled with fumes. Just as the infected break in, a soldier named Eric, Edvin Riding, shoots the gas and ignites it, blowing all the infected to hell. Although Eric is exasperated that Spike cannot help him get back to his men, Spike and Isla join Eric as they keep moving on. They sit together and bond for a while as Eric tells Spike about the world outside the UK. The trio evade the infected, but Isla hears one infected woman screeching inside a bus. Isla sees she is pregnant. She tries to calm the woman down, and the woman appears to lock hands with Isla. After giving birth, the woman goes berserk until Eric shoots her dead. Spike and Isla see that the baby girl is not infected with rage, but Eric still plans to shoot her. Before he can make a move, the Alpha pulls Eric out and tears his own head and spine out. Spike and Isla run out and are chased by the Alpha until it gets tranquilized.
Keep moving!
Kelson. He has named the Alpha Samson and has developed his own toxin to keep Samson's docile.
Look at his eye! Oh, open up, let him! 30 yards. And where does that?
There's a doctor that could see, Mum.
Look down. Anything like this. Then there was this fire. Dragged all the bodies there, right at us. Lads, turned and ran. To beam back.
Kelson shows Spike and Isla his bone temple, which he has created as a shrine or memento mori for the deceased. Kelson has piled all of their skulls into a tower. He takes Eric's head and burns the flesh off, adding the skull to the tower. He determines that the baby was protected by her mother's placenta, which spared her from infection. Kelson does an examination on Isla and determines that she has terminal cancer. Spike is devastated, but Isla accepts her fate and comforts him. Kelson puts Spike to sleep before Isla joins him so that he can mercy kill her. When Spike wakes up, Kelson presents him with his mother's skull. Spike climbs to the top of the skull tower to place Isla's skull there. The following day, Spike and Kelson must evade Samson again. They jump into a pit where Samson tries to strangle Kelson, but Spike knocks him out again with one of Kelson's morphine darts. Afterwards, Spike and Kelson part ways. Spike brings the baby, whom he has named Isla, back to Lindisfarne, along with a note for Jamie and the other villagers to take care of the baby, since she is clean. Jamie runs out into the river to try and find Spike, but it is high tide and Spike is nowhere to be seen. 28 days later, Spike is eating a fish he caught until he is found by infected. He kills one but is chased by more until he hits a dead end. Spike is then found by a mysterious blonde man, Jack O'Connell, and his cult of similar-looking followers. He offers Spike help, which he quickly accepts. The cultists then proceed to pull off acrobatic stunts before annihilating the infected. The man introduces himself as Jimmy, the same Jimmy from the beginning, as he still carries his father's necklace. He tells Spike that they should become friends. 28 years after the initial outbreak of the rage virus in the UK, a small community of survivors has taken refuge in Lindisfarne. Young Spike joins his father Jamie on a hunting ritual to go after the infected. A few infected have become stronger, smarter, and more brutal, now referred to as alphas. After Spike and Jamie return home after outrunning an alpha, Spike is disillusioned with his father after seeing him engage in an affair. Spike takes his ailing mother Isla away from the community to a nearby location on the mainland to find Dr. Ian Kelson, a mysterious man feared by the other survivors.
Saying I should have been a delivery. Driving too fast. My fucking boat sank when we hit something. That doesn't matter. I don't want to make it to shore, obviously, but the only one left. You do know the whole...
I know there's a quarantine.
Poor fucker puts one toe on.
After taking...
No. I'm gonna take a...
Alpha.
Spike and Isla meet Eric, a NATO soldier whose unit was decimated by an alpha, and he saves the two from a pack of infected. They encounter a pregnant infected woman who gives birth and an uninfected child. Eric kills the mother and nearly kills the newborn until an alpha called Samson rips Eric's head off. Samson is tranquilized by Dr. Kelson, who named the creature and has found a way to keep him sedated. Kelson brings Spike and Isla to his bone temple, where he has constructed a shrine to the deceased. Kelson examines Isla and finds that she has terminal cancer. Isla accepts her fate and stays with Spike in her final moments before letting Kelson mercy kill her. He gives Spike her skull so that he can place it at the top of Kelson's skull tower. Spike brings the baby, whom he has named Isla, back to Lindisfarne, but continues to travel on his own. He is found by a cult leader named Jimmy, who survived the initial outbreak and has formed a legion of followers. After they save Spike from incoming infected, Jimmy invites Spike to join him.
I think...
Dad. I'll come back when I'm ready. Okay. But she's not. Please be kind to her.
Many coming now. Would you mind if we pleasure?
All right.
Hold.
One.